Thank you, Emmanuel. I think what has been shared is quite significant and poignant in terms of just us understanding what exactly is devolution. And anyone looking from outside in, I think one thing comes out very clearly, that we have very little understanding of devolution in itself, and we have very little understanding of what exactly we are even supposed to expect from devolution. And that's why when Mheshimiwa Gindo tries to push us to say our personal experiences, we more or less run out of experiences, because the truth is that we are just regurgitating what we have had, and something that we can be able, something that can make us look a bit intelligent, but not necessarily that it is something that we have a personal experience with. And now that brings us to the cornerstone of exactly where is the problem, because we have to understand the context, because the first idea of devolution came at the Majimbo time, because at the time when we were just becoming a republic, there was a conversation around the centralized regime, governance and the Majimbo style of governance. And if many of you are history students or political science students, you'll be able to understand that history. That then there was Kanu and Kadu, and most of the problem and most of the point of divergence was basically, do we go centralized or do we go Majimbo? Of course, the people that wanted it centralized won. But then fast forward, we come to the 2010 constitution, and then the same conversation comes up, and now that is where the onset of our devolution kicks in. I describe devolution myself as a very good idea that is slowly failing on implementation. And the problem is that, first of all, just the way we spoke, many of us have very little understanding of what devolution is. So what was devolution meant to do? Devolution was meant to basically, one, take power closer to the people, and two, take accountability closer to the people. We achieved in taking power closer to the people, but I feel like we didn't achieve much in taking accountability closer to the people. Whereas the power went to the people did not receive the power. The people continued running away from the power because the people continued in their mentality being a centralized regime. And that's why when you listen to us, we don't have much to say about devolution. But ask these people the problem they have with national government. And I can be able to assure you, Emmanuel, that they have a lot of issues to say about the president. They have a lot of content to talk to you about the national government. Ask them about health, which is a devolved function, but they will have more points on the subject of health at national level than at county level. So for me, the first problem is that we did not, as a people, follow the power. It came to us, but we didn't follow it. We remained fixated on national government. And that questioned the accountability process then of developed systems. Because then this good idea, when it comes to its implementation and its accountability, we start having what I call teething challenges. The institutions. You know, the reason why it is so easy for us to talk against or for national government is because there is clear-cut institutions that you can follow. You can be able to talk about the EACC, you can talk about the NCIC, you can talk about the Inspector General. There are very specific institutions that you can actually follow through when you want to talk about something. But when it comes to county government, first of all, we have a problem of institutions. Institutions are as good as the person in office. So first we created a mini president called a governor. If mini president comes into office, then he becomes the institution. He's in charge of procurement, he's the eye holder, he's the flag bearer. So at the end of the day, when he comes in, he puts on his own cabinet, his own institutions. When he leaves the office, the institutions live with him. The one who comes next also starts building the institutions from the onset. And that is the reason why these people have very little understanding of devolution, because it has never had longevity of time for people to really understand what exactly is this about. The only time they hear devolution, the only time we hear devolution is when governors are asking for more money. The other time we hear about devolution is when senators are dramatizing about devolution at the Senate. And I think that is the cornerstone of the problem. I don't want to be too verbose.
Thank you so much.